y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be ranking my Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. Well, actually all the palettes that I have. I don't have all of the palettes, but I do have all of the Mothership palettes. So I have a couple of the smaller 6-pan, and then I just have one mini, I guess, which is like a quad, I should say. I have one of the quads. So I have decided to rank all of my Pat McGrath palettes, since I did the same thing for Natasha Denona, and both brands are, at this point, my all-time favorite. So let's get started. Okay, so this particular palette, which is my number, I didn't even count, 11, is simply because of, I feel like, the quality of the shadows in the palette. I thought the colors were cute based upon what I've seen online, and I ordered it and got it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is, I feel like, been done before, but when I got to using them, it just didn't feel like the same quality. So number 11 is this baby here. This is the Pat McGrath Mothership, I don't even know, palette. It is the Rose Decadence palette. So if you open it up, there is a little mirror on the inside. I haven't used it, haven't even taken the plastic off. As I said, I don't use them. And it does come with the colors labeled here. But when you swatch them, they're just a bit dustier than I feel like any Pat McGrath person that uses her products have come to know and love. And so for that reason, this is number 11. My number 10, and this is primarily because it's not one of the larger palettes, and then also it's kind of leans a little red, and as I explained in my Natasha Denona, I'm not a huge fan of red. I just don't think that it looks great on me. So it is the Blitz Astral Quad. This particular quad, I'm not sure why I didn't get the one that has the blue in it. And probably because people were ranting and raving about this. But I really feel like this leans very, very red to me. This color here, and I feel it looks so similar to Mothership 5, which of course is Bronze Seduction, and I will show you the 4 shades that look exactly like this in that palette, in my opinion. So for me, I basically bought 4 more of the same shades. Get it together. My number 9, and a lot of people are kind of like, with this palette, but for me, it was my very first Mothership, or not Mothership, but Pat McGrath product. And it just has a special place, and I feel like it has nice warm tones to it, and I can create some really natural looks, and I enjoy it very much. I actually still use it. And so this is the Platinum Bronze. There are some really pretty shades. I've lost the insert for the inside, but it does have this 3-part series, which I actually like. I'm not sure why that didn't happen for the Rose Decadence palette, but hey, things are changing. But I really enjoy this particular palette. And it was my first, so it will always have a special place in my heart. All right, so on to the Mothership palettes. This particular Mothership palette was a Mother's Day gift for me, and I really wanted it because of the advertisements, but to me it kind of fell a little under my expectations when I actually received it. I think I may have worn it once or twice, And so for that reason, it is the last Mothership palette on my list. And that is this guy here. And this is the Midnight Sun palette. I just feel like the advertisements for it were amazing. But when I got it in my hand and started swatching the colors and things of that nature, it just didn't live up to my expectations. This fire color here is great. I love this as an inner corner. I don't know. It just didn't do what I needed it to do. So for that reason, it is number 8 on my list. Okay, so my number 7 is probably everyone's top 3, but I cannot stress this enough. Me and Red don't get along, or me and Brick. Anyway, Bronze Seduction. This girl here, everybody's favorite. It's consistently ranked top for a lot of people. And I understand why. The color story is phenomenal. Okay, it's phenomenal. It's a beautiful color story. These shades in here, they're nice. And I can use a lot of them. But this heavy red, deep, this shade, and this shade all have a lot of red in it to me. And so for that reason, it is my number 7. Please, please, please do not drag me in the comments. I know. But this is all just personal preference, right? Okay. So my number 6, which I just received not too long ago in the mail. And I haven't actually had a chance to wear it. I've swatched some of the colors, took a look at them. And I understand why Mama Pat has gotten a lot of criticism about this particular palette. In particular, its packaging. Because it's lacking. But it is the Rose Decadence. It is it is the Decadence palette. Just a beautiful crown. She's your queen to be. At either rate, this particular palette has all shimmer shades. Some are more shimmery than others, and so you can definitely use all of the shades in here, and it's one of everything. So of course, in particular, I'm all over this blue here and this one here. So we'll see what I end up creating, and I'll probably try and come on and do a look with this one and another one that I recently just received as well. But I like the color story here. I couldn't rate it higher because I haven't really used it, but I appreciate this color story a little bit more than the Bronze Seduction, and so for that reason it was rated a little bit higher. On a side note, this packaging and then the printing of the actual closure, this is not the same as we have come to expect with all of the other palettes, and being able to access them the way that we do, opening and closing and using the little tie to close it up. That's kind of like a signature thing, and I think people love that. And I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same to me. And so I get why people were complaining about it, because I was like, well, what's the big deal? And then I got it. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because when you're paying the type of money that you're paying for Pat McGrath, you want... When you're paying the type of money that you're paying for Pat McGrath, you definitely want consistency, quality, attention to detail, drama, like all of that. That's what you're looking for. So with that being said, let's move on. My number 5 palette is dun, 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 dun. This is the Rose or Divine Rose palette. This is Divine Rose 1. Beautiful palette, love it. When I look at this palette, it just makes me feel pretty. I don't know how to explain that to you. And there's some shift inside of these special shades in here. This particular one, I'm not sure if you can see that. Is that even clear for you? But it's absolutely gorgeous. This shimmer right here in particular is really, really sparkly and pretty. So I love this palette. I've used it a few times. I probably will maybe use it for Valentine's Day. I don't know. Or I might give one of my other Pat McGrath palettes that I've not used in a while. I might dust it off and use that one. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Number 4 is none other than Subversive. Subversive is a cool looking palette. I like the purple, the green. I think this is Night Creature. Night Creature and Gigabyte are really cool. This particular purple shade down here, even though on camera it's shifting blue, and that should just let you know how amazing it is. But right in front of me, it is good in purple. And then this here too, one of the topper shades, is absolutely gorgeous. So I recommend this particular color story if you like purples, pinks, vibrant golds, because Gigabyte is definitely all in your face. Okay? All right. So, dun, 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 dun. We're on to our top 3 Mothership palettes. I'm sure you're able to kind of guess what the top 3 is and are probably in total amazement, but I love them. Top 3 is Divine Rose 2. And I just love this particular artistry on this one. I know it's very similar to Bronze Seduction as well as Midnight Sun, but something about that crown and all the colors are just great. This is a more intense version of the Divine Rose 1. This pink is super bright. This trial chrome, don't come for me, is amazing on the lid. Like literally you can turn your head back and forth and it creates different shades, and it's just absolutely amazing on the eye, and I absolutely love this palette. I've used it several times. As you can see, there's dust all over. And yeah, this is my number 3 palette. Number 2 is the Pat McGrath Sublime. This particular palette is gorgeous. Okay. This color here is phenomenal. Okay. All of the topper shades in here are just, I'm just at a loss for words. Literally, you could probably get rid of all of that for me. Create a quad that looks like that, and I would be in heaven. The Skin Show shade in here is a really nice color. It has some pink to it. It's not too bright for under my eye, for my particular skin tone. So I just absolutely love this palette. And I love this. It's just so Sexy. Does she look like me? No. Okay. Just kidding. And so, of course, yes, Mothership 1, which is Subliminal, is my absolute favorite. And you probably know why. Let's all say it. Because of the blue. This blue in here, okay, it literally blows my breath away. And again, these 4 topper shades are fantastic. This gold right here, this duochrome, triochrome, it's shifting, looks like silver on screen, but in front of me, it's pink, purple, blue. This skin show color is perfect for above my eye. And it has, of course, this deep dark shade. And this is even somewhat purple. This kind of reminds me of the Bronze Platinum palette, kind of right here in this section. And I just love this palette. I could probably wear blue eyeshadow every day. Okay, so what I'm wearing on my face today is none other than Subversive. I've not really worn this palette because I haven't had it. I just got it. And I wanted to put on something that would not give you guys a clue of what my number 1 was. So I put on Deep Shade right here in my crease. And then I put on a little bit of Blitz Amethyst, which is showing up fairly blue on me, even though it looks blue on camera, I guess, but to look at it in person, it's purple and shifts blue as well. And then, of course, I rubbed my finger in Gigabyte and just did one of the Mama Pat swipes with my finger. I don't know how well I did, but I think I did pretty good. I lined my eye, and then, of course, on the lips, I have the Faux Real by Mama Pat as well. And so, yeah, I think I'll definitely enjoy this particular palette. Like I said, I just recently received it, so I'll try some extra looks with it since it has several colors that I enjoy, the purple, the blues, or whatever. But with that being said, again, Mothership 1 is my absolute favorite. The blue in here is phenomenal. It's like a true blue, cobalt blue. I don't know, but it just stands out to me, and I love it on my skin tone. So, yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My ranking for Pat McGrath. Okay, so here's the similarities I wanted to show you between my quad and Bronze Seduction. All right, so I'm going to try and let you guys see that without too much glare. But, so we have the Rose Gold 5. And then we have Bronze Gold 3. Okay. And then we have Blitz Flame and Blitz Bordeaux, which I feel like are very similar. And then here we have Bronze Blaze. And the matching shade here would be Astro Gold Allure. I know this is more shimmery, but it's still... And then we have this brown color here. So Blitz Brown. And then this particular one is Disobedient. And so I just feel like the formulas, of course, are different. The shades, you know, the undertones or whatever are a little different. But I just feel like that quad is very, very similar. And I could probably create a very, very similar eye with both of these palettes. And maybe I'll do that one day. Maybe I'll take both of these palettes and create a look on one eye or the same look on both eyes with using 2 different shades just to see if I was wrong or not. If you have any comments, please put them down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you like what I'm saying, or if you don't like what I'm saying, just subscribe, okay? Okay, thanks for subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you back here with another look, tutorial, chat, whatever, real soon. Until then, peace and love, y'all.